Speed control of DC shunt motor by armature rheostat control and field control method. Now, the speed of any given DC shunt motor can be varied or can be controlled by two methods. One is armature rheostat control method, which is otherwise also called as armature voltage control method. The second one is field control method, also called as flux control method. Now, here in this experiment, we will be achieving the speed control of the given DC shunt motor by both these methods, that is first by armature rheostat control method, the second one will be the field control method. Now, here is the circuit diagram for the speed control of DC shunt motor. The circuit diagram remains same for both the armature rheostat control method as well as the field control method. We require a DC supply of 220 volts. Then we require a rheostat, 230 ohm rheostat, which will be connected in series with the field, and a 28 ohm rheostat, which will be connected in series with the armature. We are using a voltmeter to measure the voltage across the armature alone, and an ammeter to measure the field current, that is IF. Even though the circuit remains same, the conduction has to be done one after the other. That is, the conduction for the armature voltage control method is separately done, and then we will check with the field control method. Now, the main feature of this armature rheostat control method is this can be employed, or this is used for the speed control below the rated speeds or the normal speeds, whereas the flux control method is used for controlling the speed above rated speed. The nameplate details of the machine on which we are conducting the speed control is as follows. The power rating is 3.7 kilowatt. The rated speed is 1500 rpm. Rated voltage is 220 volts DC, and the rated current is 20 amperes. Note the nameplate details. So here we require a DC supply of 220 volts. Then we require an ammeter in order to measure the field current of 0 to 2.5 amperes. And we require an voltmeter of DC type to measure the voltage across the armature, which is ranging between 0 to 300 volts. And we require two rheostats here. One rheostat of 230 ohms, which has to be connected in series with the motor field. The other rheostat is 28 ohms, which has to be connected in series with the motor armature. So, starting the connection, first we have to take the connection from the positive terminal of the supply. From the positive terminal of the supply, we have to connect one terminal of both the rheostat. So, in 230 ohms rheostat, we are using these two terminals, whereas in the 28 ohm rheostat, we will use these two terminals. So, this is the wire which is coming from the positive of the supply. This will be connected to one terminal of the 230 ohm rheostat, and from the same point, one more connection has to be given to 28 ohm rheostat terminal. Variable resistance of 28 ohms, one terminal we are giving the same connection. That is, basically both these terminals, that is one terminal of both the rheostats, should be connected to the positive of the supply. Now, the other terminal of this field rheostat, that is 230 ohms, is taken from the other terminal, and it is given to the positive of the field here in the panel, positive terminal of the motor field. From negative terminal of the field, the connection has to be given to the positive of the ammeter. Here common terminal is positive. So here in DC circuit, polarity is very, very important. So F minus has to be connected to positive terminal of the ammeter. Now, the range of the ammeter what we are selecting is 0 to 2.5. So from the other terminal, negative terminal, 2.5 amperes, I am taking the connection back to the supply through the armature negative. So, armature negative, I have one connection from ammeter negative and another connection to the supply negative. So, from here connection is given to the negative of the supply. Terminal of 28 ohms has to be given to armature positive in the machine. So, this is A plus. So, one terminal has to be given to 28 ohm rheostat. Now before we turn on the supply, we have to adjust the initial positions of the rheostat. This 28 ohm rheostat which is connected in series with the motor armature should be kept in cut-in position, that is the resistance should be maximum. 230 ohm rheostat which is connected in series with the motor field should be in cut-out position, that is the resistance is minimum. Now we will connect the voltmeter across the armature. We will select the range of the voltmeter 0 to 300. Now this 300 terminal is negative, that should be connected to A minus, whereas the common terminal is positive, it should be connected to A plus. So this is the connection for the experiment conduction. After the connection is done, ensuring the initial positions of the rheostat, we will switch on the supply. So switch on this. So once you ensure the initial positions of the rheostat, switch on the supply. Now the rated speed of the motor is 1500 rpm. Because we have included these rheostats in the motor, the speed of the motor when the rated voltage is applied will not be 1500. So first we will apply the armature rheostat control method or the armature voltage control method. Now in this method we will retain the reading of the field current, that is we are not going to alter the flux, we are going to retain the flux constant, whereas we will vary the voltage and we will note down the readings. Now here the armature rheostat is still kept in cut-in position and the voltage, you can see the voltage what is read across voltmeter is around 190 volts and the field current 0.52. So we will retain the value of field current as 0.52 amps, and now the first reading we will note down at 190 volts, that is armature voltage, and the corresponding speed is 1380 rpm. Now for the next reading we have to bring this rheostat from cut-in to cut-out position and adjust the value of voltage to 200. Now at 200 volts you can see the speed is now built up to 1476. So now you can observe the reading of the field current, it is still same, that is 0.52 amperes. So by varying this rheostat connected to armature, we will note down the corresponding voltage and the speed, but the field current remains constant. Now for flux control method, again take back the rheostats to the initial position. So this is the rheostat which I had varied for armature control method. I have taken it back to cut-in position. Now we can check the reading in the voltmeter, it is around 190. So I will just vary that voltage and fix it to a value, say for example 200 volts. Now after you fix this voltage across the armature, the rheostat should not be touched anymore, the voltage should be retained constant. Now the first reading what you will note down, your ammeter is reading 0.52 amps and the speed corresponding to it is 1488. Next, by varying this 230 ohm rheostat, now we have to cut in. So once we cut in, the current reading in the field changes. So the next reading I will take it at 0.5 amperes. So at 0.5 amperes, the speed is 1515. So in this method, the speed control can be achieved above the rated speed. So next I will go on cutting in the 230 ohm rheostat and the corresponding reading in the field current ammeter and the